G'day, I'm Mitchell Bourne here from ComplyFlow, and today we're going to have a look at the automated vendor onboarding process that we manage for many clients. So quite often this is an email and a spreadsheet type of process. It takes up a lot of time and it costs a lot of effort in data admin, mucking around, and generally a painful experience. So it starts off with procurement. They send out a quick start guide for the contractors to register. They submit their vendor setup form where we're asking whatever questions you want to ask your supply chain, uploading documentation, and then it's provisioning into the finance system. And then the active status in ComplyFlow will allow POs to be raised. So this is a typical setup, but we would replicate any process flow that a client has. So the first step is to send out the quick start guide for a supplier. So that allows them to register, assign themselves to your organization. So ACME's the organization in this case, and then they're going to get a bunch of requirements on the dashboard that they need to complete. So it's really, really simple, and we're going to go through that process now. So when the contractor registers in ComplyFlow, they're being presented with a registration form, and they add their ABN number in, and that will look up their profile on the ABN register to verify that's a real business. Here's one I prepared earlier though. This is a contractor dashboard. I've logged in, I've registered, and now I've got the requirements for me to complete for ACME Group. So we'll jump in here and complete this form. So this form is whatever you want to ask your supply chain before you onboard them or through the onboarding process. So you can see here the basics. You've got the EFT details, bank account, etc. We've got some basic corporate risk questions, but this is as detailed as you want to get. Now here we are tracking what kind of insurances we should be asking from this supplier around workers' comp. Do they need cyber liability insurance? Do they need PI? And then some modern slavery questions. This is just an example, but you could put in whatever questions here that are on your vendor setup form, and that's what you'd replicate. So back to the dashboard, and you can see there's one other request there, which is a workers' compensation document. So that would be just simply uploading a form or a file, and that goes through to ComplyFlow, and we'll also track the expiries on that document. So as you can see, this process flow is what we've just replicated. The contractor will become active once they've uploaded all their documents, and once the vendor setup form's been approved, then they're provisioned into the finance system. So thanks for watching to the end. This is the pricing for this kind of solution we just went through. If you're currently going through this pain and suffering with your procurement team at the moment and your vendor onboarding process is a little bit loose, then reach out to us and we'll let you know what we can do for you. Thanks for your time.